Welcome to today's session where I'm going to show you how delay and echo work for me. Everybody has their own version of how to use it. There's always a mathematical way and there's always a specific way for a specific genre, like dub reggae, for example. But I'm going to show you how I use it in my dance tracks and my disco-y house tracks, whatever. And I'm just going to show you a couple of little tips and tricks and, with the delay and the echo built into Ableton. Let's go. So, as you can see on the screen, I've got a little track here with a delay ping in the red vocal and an echo in there. So I've got a delay on that one, and then on that one I've got a echo effect. And all I do really with this is usually I will tend to set my dryware on my delay, for example, with a ping pong, 30% and 30% on the feedback. But I've been experimenting a lot lately, and the feedback I've kind of halved almost. So for this track in particular, I've got 50% on the dryware and 35% on the feedback. Now, obviously, you can have a delay set into the bus channel in the return, but for this purpose, I'm going to do it individually per channel because they're two different effects. And it's just a simple way of doing it. So I'm just going to play you the vocal, and it goes like this. I'm going to play it dry, so it goes like this. Look.
You got the feeling.
And then the second one is dry also. And
You got the feeling.
Both the same, but they're going to have different, effects on. So I'm going to go back to the delay and just show you exactly what I do with the delay. So I'm going to loop this section of the track. I'm going to play the track now like this.
You got the feeling. You got the feeling.
So there you go, you can hear the delay rolling over. So all I've done here in repitch mode, I've got it at 50% and 35% of the feedback, and I've got it set at 4 on the sync here. Look, I tend not to use this one. I always kind of, prefer it to be on sync. Anyway, so what I would do with my vocals, if I solo this again, I would tend to put some filter on it. So you put the filter on here, look, click on the filter, and I would tend to filter it off at the end. So for example, if I put on the keychain here so we can get the delay on. So we've got delay on, filter on, and then filter frequency there like so. And then just filter the end of the vocal. So rather than have all of it filtered, I'm going to filter it down a little bit like this, look. So it goes like this.
You got the feeling.
So it kind of closes off at the end. So rather than have it going da 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 da, it's going to go. It's going to filter down, obviously, and it just helps better with the mix, I think. Anyway, so if you go, I could even go a bit further like this, look, and I could change the res. Have we got a res on here? Let's have a look. I can't see it. Let me try that one. What's that one? That's the one. So we'll bring that one down as well from about there, just like that. I'll just bring that curve down. So it kind of cuts off a bit too much there, but let's bring it back up a bit and let's perhaps just change the original one, which was the filter frequency, and just bring that up a bit more so it just has a bit of tail on the end. That's better. So if we take that off, it drags over and you can hear that kind of hiss in there. So you do, obviously I've not EQ'd this, by the way, so it just rolls over. So that's how I do delay. Obviously if you was to have it on repitch mode like this and then you changed your sync button here like this, look, there's a way of doing something on it where you can get like that vinyl stop where you press a record, when you press a stop button on a Technics and they go doo, you can do that with a delay. You can do that on the repitch somehow, and there's a way you can do it. I'll have to work it out for the video, but that's just a little tip. So anyway, we've got the delay sorted. So now I'm going to go over to the echo and use that for a different purpose. And on the echo, you've just got that kind of sounds similar. It's got a little bit of a filter. It sounds like it's got a bit of a filter on there. It's got some reverb on them. Take that off. So on ping pong, it's up 50% and it's on 25 there, so it's halved. You could put the feedback up to 35. If you put that up to 670, a bit extreme. So I've got it set to 16th here, look, if you can see on the sync. We could go up to 6.
You got the feeling.
But that's the sort of effect that you want in a breakdown. So
You got the feeling. You got the feeling.
really messy. But I tend to keep it down here at 2 or 4. Let's have a look at 2.
You got the feeling.
I don't like that kind. So I keep it at 4. But what I do with this effect here, which is really cool, is, for example, I'm just going to put a kick on.
You got the feeling.
I'm going to go into character here. I'm going to choose gate. I'm going to put the gate on. And I turn the gate to about, the threshold to about between 5 and 6 maybe. Somewhere around there. And then have the release at about 500 as well. Roughly around 500 or whatever. Somewhere around there. And it chops it. Obviously it gates it. So it stutters it. And it sounds really cool. So if you listen to this.
You got the feeling.
It takes that last word.
You got the feeling.
That got, when she says got.
You got the feeling.
Sounds wicked. Take it off.
You got the feeling.
So it doesn't roll over, but it stutters it. Go up a bit more on the release.
You got the feeling.
Just chops that got.
You got the feeling.
Wicked. And then put some reverb on.
You got the feeling.
You could automate that.
You got the feeling.
Back again. Bit more dry
You
wet.
got the feeling.
If we come up on the feedback,
You got the feeling.
go more to 60%.
You got the feeling.
And if we go up more on the release,
You got the feeling. You got the feeling.
it's just a really cool little thing where it can take one of the words out of your vocal and then delay that and stutter that and gate it. It's just a nice little effect to have. So that's it really. That's all I wanted to show you, is just how I do delays and how I do echoes and stuff. I'm not a technically minded producer. I'm more about feel. Always have been, always will be. Not to say that I'm, don't be technical. Obviously I am, but it comes from the heart first for me. It's got to have feeling and it's got to have emotion. It's got to have that, just warmth in there before I can get technical. So that's why I don't do many technical videos really, because I'm more about feel, and playing chords and pianos and stuff. So anyway, enough of that. That's how I do delays. That's how I do echoes. Have a look and see if there's something that you could probably take from that as well. Here we go.
You got the feeling. You got the feeling. You got the feeling.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a shout, drop a comment, get in touch with me at waxadis.com. Thank you.